Hey folks, welcome back to the Talos Principle DLC, Road to Gehenna. We're here in the BFF puzzle in Area 3, and we got some stuff figured out last time, but we're not quite sure how much stuff we've actually got. The goal, we think, is to light up that light gate right there, and then take a piece through to put on the pressure plate. In order to do all of that at the same time, we're going to need to have this set up. And I think what we're dealing with here is a timing puzzle. Because what we need to do, essentially, is light that up. And then we've got the second box over there as well to bump our traveling friend. I think what we need to do is light that up and then rush around and get through before he interrupts the red beam, which he will do eventually, because we don't have enough pieces to stop him entirely. So I think it's a timing puzzle where... So we come over here, we power this on, and hopefully we power it on right as he is coming around, so that right after he bumps off and starts coming back around this way, we power it on. And then once it's powered on, we rush around to the other side, or rush through that opening there, perhaps, to get the light set up and get through quickly. So I think as soon as he bumps off of this, we'll be ready to start. Like this. So he should be traveling back. That goes up. We go through here. Nope, we go through here. And I forgot to do that part. Damn. Now we're gonna have a problem. It's gonna be too slow. So let's bump him back again. Let's bump him back again from like here. Yeah, let's do it from here. And then when he's on his long path back, we'll go set up. So let's watch him bump. Okay. Now we go through here, set this up quickly. And then we have to wait for him to bump off of this now, because we need that piece as well. Okay, and then we come through, we grab this. Ah, damn! That interrupted it. Oh, so the idea was run through here and pop that down. So we have to do it a slightly different way, it seems. All right, let's see if we can get everything set up again. We'll try that one more time. So this goes here. We need to bring this back. I think that's right. I think we have to slip through that gate very quickly to get the second item. Let's reset this. I guess we don't need the fan right now, because this is going to get disabled anyway. But let's set this up. We'll get the box. So the trick, yeah, the trick is getting the box without hitting him. So we're going to have to come through here, grab the box, then go back, and I think set it up to bump him one last time. I think that's the way to do it. Okay. So we want him to bump off of that. And then right after he bumps, we take this around and set it through. Or just take this through and set it up. There's the bump. Okay, we go through. We set this up. After he bumps off, we have to be ready to snag this very quickly. And I think we set it up to bump him again right here. And then as soon as he bumps, we go through and... Yes, there we go. All right. So now we're through here. We can grab this. We can get out with it. I think we want to grab this too, really quickly. Okay, so now we've got all our stuff out. Or we've got another piece out. And now we can power that fan there. I don't know exactly what that buys for us, but we can do it. I do see also that we have another gate there. So there's 2 red gates there. That's interesting. So let me think this through. We could open this one, I think, and put something there and go through there. That just had... That has the purple... Yeah, that has the purple on it. So if we plop something there, we can get through there where we got the second fan. And then I guess there's a purple gate. That's interesting. So I think we're done with that path, although we might need to put that fan back and power it on at some point. I'm not sure. But at least we got this out. That lets us maybe do something with that fan, or I'm not entirely sure. But at least I got another piece to work with. So, like, if we stick this up there, what does that do for us? I guess if our little guy was carrying something, it would blow something. But it looks like it's just going to blow stuff that way, which doesn't really seem all that important. Would it have any effect on the gun if that was powered on? I wonder. I don't see how it would, like, would it blow the bullets away or something? Not sure. It seems like the next thing we should try is powering on that and then plopping something on there, perhaps? Let's see. We wouldn't need the box this time. Trying to figure out what we're trying to do here. Like, if we go through there... I guess if we got the box in there, that would be good. Or got the fan in there to depress that button. Is there a way to permanently get that in the sky now? I don't think so, because we still need the second connector to light things up. But we can probably... Yeah, if that was up in the sky, we can... Oh no, well, we'd have to come here to do it, but we could. So we get the thing from the sky and then put it there. It'd be kind of tough. I guess we could get both of those, right? Maybe we should see what the fan does. If this somehow disables the gun without using the jammer, that would be very good. I guess I need the box to do this first. Not really sure about what this fan is for, but let's power it on and see. Like, what does that do for us, right? So we come here and put this here temporarily. I suppose, technically, we could permanently block it with the jammer, if we could figure out how to get past the gun after doing so. I want to see what the fan does. Alright, let's see. Okay, so right after he bumps, we send this up into the sky. Okay, we have 1 revolution to go check out what he's doing. So the fan... Does the fan do anything to the gun if I turn this off? No, definitely not. I wonder... Can we somehow blow the bomb into the fan? I don't think so. So we can come over here. Let's verify our assumption here. We can do this. Right? And he goes on and knocks that off. Huh. Okay. Now, we can take this if we want, but then we can't really... Well, maybe we don't need the light source from... No, we only have 2 connectors, so I think we do need that up in the sky. The trick is, how do we get rid of Mr. Miner? Our BFF. That's the name of the puzzle. I don't know what this fan buys us. I guess, at the moment, we're trying to repeat that. If we use the fan to hold that down, we can get in there. Go through the purple gate. No. I think we need to place something on that. And then, I guess we need to bring the jammer through. There's all kinds of problems here. Yeah, I'm a little, I'll admit being a little stumped. The thing that's really confusing me is, what is that fan for? What is that supposed to do? It feels like if we could somehow raise the bomb, we could push the bomb into the gun, perhaps? But I don't see that happening. How would that happen? Because if he gets bumped up, if he gets blown upwards going the other way, he just bumps into the wall, right? He just bumps off and turns around? Let me try... Let's see what happens if we power some of this stuff on. So, like, say I come over here. I'll have to wait for him to... Yeah, he's going the right direction. We power this on. And then we also try to power this on. What happens to Mr. Bomb? Huh. So he interrupts stuff, unfortunately. So when he gets over there... Yeah, he interrupts the beam, and that stops... When he passes through, that stops that from running. So we'd need to do something more like this. No matter what we do... Well, we could use the other... We could use the box. If we could get it... Oh, yeah, we can get the box off him. Let's see if we can just mess around with blowing him places. Right? Let's grab this. If we go like this... We need it to be pretty high without blocking him, so it has to be as close as possible. Let's see. If we do that much, can he proceed, and will he get blown into the sky or not? Let's take a look and watch what happens. So here it comes. Is he going to interrupt the beam? No. Yes, he still interrupts it. And it's not quite reset by the time he... Oh! Oh! Well, now look at that. That is new. Does he just stay there now? What happens if we disable the fan? Does he fall back down? Oh. Well, that's helpful. He's just up there now. Okay. I can live with that. Is that intended? Is that intended? I don't know. So, wait a minute. Does he, if we now set this up, does this still go up? Oh, so when we turn that fan on, the crate lifts and pushes him forward. And then... maybe this does blow him into the gate. Or into the gun. Let's see. Hold on. So it's weird that he's, like, balanced up there. I think we can knock him off. The problem is going to be powering this. So let's see if we can figure out how to do it. So this one I think takes longer than the other one. Let's put the fan back before we do anything else. Now this is a little risky. I don't know if he's going to blow up on us or not. But let's put the fan back. Okay, that's good. And then... I wonder what happens if we power on the fan while he's jammed. But I think... yeah, let's just make sure. So what we'll do is we'll power both of these, but then we'll interrupt this beam to make sure that this doesn't power on until the other fan's ready to go. So we're going to set this like this, and then come here. Okay, so fan 2 is blowing. What I'm thinking is when we let this beam hit, the block will knock him over, and the fan will hit him into the bomb. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Well, it didn't hit him exactly it didn't do exactly what I thought it would do. It did move him. But now he's back on his original path. Huh. Maybe because I was jamming it. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe if I hadn't been jamming it, right? It could have worked. Let's try it without jamming the gun. See if he blows it up. So right, we want to start with this again. To blow him up there. Oh, we need him going the other way first. Need to bump him so he goes the other way. Okay. And then come over here and set this up. Okay, up you go. Wait, why didn't he get stuck? Oh well, I guess it's fine as long as he keeps going like this. Yeah, he can keep going. All right. Does he interrupt that? He doesn't interrupt that beam from there. Okay, so let's just power on. Now let's power on the second fan and see if, while they're both active, he can get blown up. Where can I see this? Oh, here's a problem. How did I get this? How did I get him stuck like that the first time? All right, let's freeze him for a second and figure out how we're going to do this. So, is there anywhere I can see this and the other thing? Maybe with the second box? Like right here? No. Maybe that's close though. Maybe here? How does that feel? Not quite far enough to the right. Looks like we got a little wiggle room here to do this. Let's move it more to the right. Not quite. Is that gonna do the trick? Oh, almost, almost. Ah, come on. It's like a matter of inches. Oh man, that's annoying. Surely this time. No. Could it be meant to be quite this finicky, or am I... Let me move it further back. There we go. Okay. So now if we release him, let's see what happens if he gets blown into that guy while it's not jammed. Let's make it active by getting close. Come on, blow it up. No. Oh, yes! Ha-ha! All right. How about that? It worked. Fantastic. So, okay, that's huge. Now we have many more tools to play with to get through the rest of this puzzle. Okay. So, we can take that fan off. We don't need that fan anymore. Right? We can use this to press a pressure plate down. And we do need that fan because we need this floating in the sky. So let's get this set up. We'll get our connector. So we'll initialize Mr. Float. Okay. Now, we have 4 things to play with, including 1 connector. So, I think we want to do something like this. 1, 2, 3. Right there. That seems good. Then, let's see what we can do next. We come through here and plop that there. Come through here. Now, why, if that's lit up, why is it not... Oh, I think I get it. We want to blow... Do we want to blow something through? That seems permanent, though. Do we want to hop something over somewhere? I guess we probably want to... There's still more here. Let's go through this purple door for a second. Now, what's the point of this if it doesn't open this gate? What is this beam doing? Oh, there's a second... Okay, there's another gate there. Oh, we can use the jam... I'm an idiot. We can use the jammer. So I don't need anything here. Hang on. Let's get the jammer going. Okay, we can come through here like this. And then what? Then we don't need the jammer anymore. Except we do. Because we can't take it the long way around through the purple gate. How do we get the jammer through here? It seems like, yeah, our last step is right here. We need the jammer here, so we're not quite finished with the puzzle yet. There's something else we have to figure out. I don't think there's a way to power on that fan. Maybe we hop the jammer over here? No. Or maybe we come through and aim at it. Yeah, we aim at it like that. Okay. And then we can go through. Okay, there we go. Puzzle solved. All right. Who are we freeing here? The blacksmith, the artist. All right. Hello. Farewell, my friend. All right, that was a cool puzzle. Little tough. Took me, let's see, 23 minutes today and 10 minutes yesterday, so 33 minutes solved, but not bad, not bad. Let's check our threads here. I guess, yeah, man, can you imagine being stuck in this square for thousands of years with nothing but this terminal and seeing all the pieces of the puzzle you could solve to get yourself free, but not being able to interact with any of them? Like, honestly, like, if I was an android, I would have been like, I don't know. I suppose it's a digital world, so you can't really... It's not like you can slowly dig your way through a wall over 100 years or whatever. And you can't change your jumping parameters. So yeah, you'd be totally stuck. Awful. All right, let's check the threads. Oh no, an announcement? Oh, that's wondering. That's worrying. So we still can't get into this mod discussion. This has been around for a while. Let's check this out. Submission's still open. Lamb says, I don't know about you guys, but all this craziness recently makes me want to write more than ever. Just a reminder that provided your status is high enough, you can still submit your original works for review, and I, for one, will still be reading. Even if you've never made anything before, in fact, especially if you haven't, now's the time. Kaiju adds, don't forget Lilith and Mr. Mulciber developed a tutorial to help. We have a tutorial dialogue here as an attachment. Let's load that. Maybe we can write something ourselves, make a contribution to Gehenna before its end. Okay. Welcome to the Story Creation Tool. Since this is your first project, this tutorial will help guide you through the process. According to ISBN 10-022-6823-369, all stories begin with characters of one kind or another. Therefore, to finish a story, you simply need to understand your characters, and the plot will proceed logically from there. This season's theme is BILDUNGSROMAN. I'm pretty sure BILDUNGSROMAN is, means journey of discovery, like, I think it's the hero's journey from, like, nobody to hero. I think. It's like a coming of age thing. Alright. Are you sitting comfortably? Then let's begin. Close your eyes. You see before you a human of remarkable qualities. Is it a boy, a girl, or someone else? You know what? I think I'm gonna base my character on Alexandra Drennan, so it's gonna be a girl. Good. A character's sex helps determine the sorts of challenges and opportunities they might encounter in your story, as well as how other characters will perceive them. Now, imagine your character is a little older and experiencing real triumph for the first time. What are they doing? Definitely succeeding in an intellectual challenge for Alexandra. Understood. Your character's natural aptitude is determined by the sum of their genetic and experiential influences. What sort of upbringing did your character have? I think, given what we know about Alexandra, definitely a nurturing upbringing, and I think probably wealthy as well. I think she had a lot of advantages to become an AI researcher with a doctorate, you know, before the end. She could have made it. She could have made it if her parents were poor. In fact, maybe that's more interesting. Like, if she had all those benefits, it might not have forced her to be quite as thoughtful as she was. So maybe poor but nurturing. According to extensive studies of the genre and of ancient records, social advantage is generally sufficient to offset genetic disadvantage. Genetic disadvantage will only sometimes offset social disadvantage. In other words, your character's background will have a radical effect on how they think about themselves and the nature of the problems they face in life. Are you sure you want your character to have that kind of background? Yeah, I'm quite certain. Great! Now, imagine your character has reached adulthood. 87.2327% of BILDUNGSROMAN records commence with an emotional blow for the protagonist. What will your character suffer? So Alexandra should suffer something as close to the apocalypse as possible. It has to be a death in the family, I suppose. The first victim of perhaps the apocalypse, the first victim of the disease? Thank you. This is sounding dramatic already. A character is like an equation. Settle on the opening premises, and the conclusion will work itself out. Displaying opening premises. Female, intellectually gifted, low wealth background, caring family, a death in the story, or death in the family. Ready to generate story, go. Locking story premises, done. Generating outcomes, done. Displaying your first draft. To begin my life with the beginning of my life, I was born at 3 a.m. on Wednesday. Fiscally deprived childhood. My father, as he is always careful to point out, is only able to report the midwife's account, seeing how he was pulling a long shift at the nearby textiles mill to pay for a second-hand cot. Your character's abilities have been squandered by poor education. My childhood was an unremarkable affair. I attended the local school, I found the work to be trivial, and I frequently found myself on the wrong side of my self-proclaimed betters. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. Your character's childhood has made them empathic. My mother and I had always shared a close relationship, and so it was that a part of me died the day that she left this world. Fiscally deprived parents. Unfortunately, her passing was quite ill-timed in every respect. My father was barely bringing in enough money to feed himself, and I found myself both motherless and penniless in an alarmingly short order. So it was that I found myself seeking a permanent and substantial source of income. I set out to make my fortune. Your character's sex has affected their career options. The range of options available to me was sparse. From a list including pot washing and sewing at the mill, I chose to become a secretarial assistant. It hardly seemed to match my natural talents, but I was hopeful I could progress up the ranks of the company. However, the work I had seen merely as a stepping stone when I embarked upon it became the totality of my day-to-day existence. It began to feel that every person in society who held a position senior to me was part of a great immovable ceiling which ever threatened to crush me. The talents I had were repeatedly ignored. Weaknesses I never displayed were frequently attributed to me. As I write this now, I remain effectively indentured to my creditors. I pay off just enough each week to offset the inflation, so that in truth my debt never has really decreased. It is like an old maligned uncle, always there, always reminding me how I have failed to fit this world. Though I have, by every measure, failed in life thus far, I am convinced my tale holds an important lesson. Be fit for purpose, accept your place. We are owned by others from the moment we first take breath to long after we die. Make of it whatever you can. The end. Would you like to publish your draft on the billboard for review? Yikes, not really. How would the Gehennaites receive this? It's a pretty depressing tale. Let's start from scratch, but this time let's make ourselves wealthy and nurtured. Okay, so it's still a girl. She still succeeds at an intellectual challenge. But this time, her family's wealthy and nurturing. Okay. And then, do we want the same emotional blow? As far as we know, Alexandra never had children. In fact, right up until the... But this is the last thing they're offering us. So right up until the... I mean, she must have had some kind of emotional blows in her life. Let's stick with the death in the family and see what the wealthy upbringing changes in this story. Okay, so we have some changes here. Still born at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday. My father, owning as he did the nearby textiles factory and having the luxury of deciding his own hours, insists he was present, albeit at a safe distance. Wealth and natural talent enabled your character to overcome early challenges. My childhood was an unremarkable affair. My parents sent me to the best boarding schools where books were forced down my throat and I swallowed obediently. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. My mother and I had always shared a close relationship, and so it was that a part of me died that day that she left this world. She did, however, leave me a quite sizable inheritance, which, if I may be unsubtle about it, left me in a position where the only work I should have to do for the rest of my life would be deciding how best to spend it. Your character has found a way to employ their particular talents. I first made for France, then journeyed east, discovering my costs decreased the further from home I traveled. I saw how differently people lived, and in some cases how poorly. What began as adventure became a mission. I devoted years of my life to helping those less fortunate than myself. I saw myself as part of a greater project, and it was good. Given the right series of circumstances, anyone can come to see the world in a more humane way. Given the wrong series of circumstances, anyone can lose their humanity. Our lifelong task is to keep the balance. The end. I think that's a more hopeful and optimistic story, and I feel like it does tie in with our mission, right? We're here helping people. And our character in our short story ends up doing the same as she learns more and grows and begins to travel. I like that. Well, let's publish this and see how people react to it. Remember to check the relevant billboard thread in the future to see how your story was received by other users. Hopefully... Oh, here we go. For sharing your first creative work in Gehenna, your profile status has increased from 6, respected contributor, to 7, creative. You've received 1 thread creation token. This will be available to you the next time you log in. Okay, all right. So, we have one more episode of Jefferson Goldblum, and I have a feeling this announcement is about the fact that Gehenna is coming to an end and our creator has been freed, so no more. That makes me very sad. Let's see how folks... Let's see if anybody has reacted to our BILDUNGSROMAN. Auto post by the story tutorial manager. Kaiju says, good to see you joining in, Uriel. What a read. Frankenstein says, I'm not convinced this narrative is extensive enough to truly qualify as a BILDUNGSROMAN. 4 out of 10. All right. Thanks, Frank. We'll see if there's more responses later. More threads and such to do, but we've got 10 minutes left, so I think, yeah, look at how many threads there are in this game. It's fantastic. I think we're going to get out of here. Now, I did not see anywhere around here, I did not see any hint of a star in this puzzle, so not quite sure about that. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't really see anything that could be considered star material. That's outside. So when I say you know what I mean, I guess what I'm saying is, like, we've done 2 puzzles now, and we haven't seen... Or have we done 2, or have we done 3 at this point? I don't even know. Let me head back up to the bridge for a second. How do I... Where's the bridge? How do I get up there? Yikes. I think we've done 3 puzzles now. Where is the overall? Yeah, we've done 3 puzzles, but we've only found 1 star. So we've got 1 puzzle left, but we're missing quite a few stars in this area. I don't know how we're gonna find them. I'll probably go off camera for that, but I think this is our last puzzle here. No, it's over this way. Okay. Where is it? I think we just finished that one. What? Where? What? Where is it? Is it in here? Or we did this one already? This one's done. Is it on the far side over there? Oh, that's right. We did find 1 star, didn't we? It's down here somewhere, or maybe it's on the other side. It's hovering over the water. So we need to jailbreak a box or something for that one. We'll come back to that in a bit. Is this the one? No, we finished this one. Where the hell is the last puzzle? Is it this one? No, we've done that. So it must be that one over there. God, this area is enormous. Okay, yeah, it's got to be this one. So where's the entrance? All right, here we go. Yes, this is our last standard puzzle. And then we're in a situation where we got to start finding stars to even begin solving. Maybe there will be one in here. There's another one. Yeah, that's the second one that we know about. Let's check the QR code here. A man cannot ignore the inevitable end of his existence, but we must ask, does the nature of goodness change simply because each life is finite? Does the nature of goodness change simply because each life is finite? Yeah, man can't avoid thinking about his death or the fact that one day he will die. But if we live forever, would that change the nature of goodness? I don't think so, right? Alright, so here's our back entrance, I guess, to Pendulum. We've got 2 entrances. That's kind of interesting. And there's a star in there. Alright, so at least we know where 2 of the remaining 3 are. Looking around, we've got some bumpers running around doing stuff. Got a platform here to put a box on him, perhaps. We have a jammer and a connector. All right. Looks like there's our switch to release our buddy. So if we can get some light here... Wait. So we get light here and there and the jammer. We get the star, I guess? I don't know. We'll figure it out. What else have we got? Oh, look at this. He's sitting there with his head in his hands. He's upset. I wonder whether this is one of the admins. So we do have a box. Not that it does much for us to do that, but it's something we can do. We know that. And then we can ride him around. Yay, that's fun. We have a box and a connector here. All right. So there's quite a few. All right, we've got a light source there. What are we trying to do here? We do have 2 boxes, so theoretically, we might be able to jump somewhere interesting, or I don't know. All right, so I guess we want to get some light over here somehow. So let's say... Let's start with this guy. Let's put some light on him. Oops. Okay. Again? Right? There we go. Okay. And then maybe we grab this, and stick it on him again. So we got a moving connection. Does that stay active for his whole path? It does. Or does it get... No, it stays active for his whole path. So that's a thing. That's a thing. And then we've got little lights over there. So we can get it like... We can maybe get it connected for like a fraction of a second. But I don't think that's going to do us any good. Like if I came over here... And I guess we could pause one of them. Yeah, so like for little chunks of time... It lights up, but that's not going to be good enough to open these gates, right? Because they're way too long. Like, let's connect you and plop you on here. We can immediately see that there's not enough time, right? These guys are in sync. If we could stop them from moving, perhaps we could do something. We don't have more tools. And that's going to be super annoying. If we had a third connector, we could put it like here and connect 1 and 2. That constant noise is going to be really annoying. We can get one gate open, I think. Because we can... Or, hold on. Wait a minute, actually. If we lock him in place when he's like... No, I don't think it's high enough. Oh, maybe. Hold on. So if we do something like this, right, where we go, we grab that, and then we grab these two, and then we plop this up here. Let's see, when he comes through, does that hit both? It does. And then we can, I mean, we can freeze him and see what's inside there at the right point in time. So right when he's there, we can do that. So we can get in here, right? Obviously, without the jammer, we're not going to be able to solve that. So I guess the trick is going to be finding out how to power this light long enough with the tools we have to get through with the jammer. And if we could get through with the jammer, we could collect both the star and our hero, right? Our AI, because we could use the jammer here, and then we could use the jammer on this, and then the blue light would go through. So this may be a later solution to... This may be part of the solution to the star. But at the moment, it's not the solution we need. Let's see. Yeah. We've got to figure out some way to without the jammer, have... Yeah, see, we can't hit the gate or the source from over here. How would we do this? This one seems tricky. I haven't seen whatever it is yet. What was the name of the puzzle? Pendulum. Pendulum. So something swinging back and forth. Like that one? Swinging back and forth, maybe? All right, well, we've run out of time in the episode. When we come back, we'll work on this puzzle here. And we'll keep in mind that we've got something approaching some kind of a solution for the star puzzle. There's got to be some trick, some way to... Maybe we need to focus on getting up somewhere. Like, maybe we can use the motion in the boxes to get up on something. I do notice, like, we've got all those windows, and then here there's like a little opening. All right, well, folks, that's gonna be it for this time. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll try to solve this in the next one, and we'll see you then. Take care.